Katie from Nerd Church here. And normally I try not to address other people's religious trauma, but the video that Bart Ehrman put out about how, basically learning church history caused him to lose his faith in God is kind of the perfect example of why that bandana video was necessary. So I'm going to explain it again, okay? But this is the way that some little kid, some little kid who had not been raised to know that pink and red, who had not been raised with the knowledge that pink and red are different colors. Because keep in mind, not everybody knows that pink and red are different colors, because ultimately that is an arbitrary distinction. It's cultural. It's not real. So basically, but let's say there's a kid in there, and one of the kids is like, yeah, the teacher is full of crap. She didn't even know the difference between red and pink. But then there's another kid in that class who has been told that this is the only possible bandana. That this is a real bandana. This is a good bandana. And you see that color? That is red. And that color is also red. Now, they're different shades, but you can tell the difference, right? But those are both red. Well, there's a little kid in that class. Let's call him Bart. And Bart grows up, and Bart goes to school, and Bart becomes a highly educated man. And Bart finds out that, in fact, this is what most people call red. Or at least historically, this is what most people have called red. So he compares that to the bandana that he had been handed. And oh, by the way, he's also found out this is not a bandana by anybody's stretch of the imagination. It's I don't even know what to call it. Maybe it's a scarf. So he's going to look at this, and he's going to look for red, and he's not going to see red because it's all shades of hot pink. It's pink. It might be dark pink, it might be light pink, but any modern American would look at this and say, there is no red on this bandana. And Bart figures this out because he's smart, and he's educated, and he's honest. And so he says to himself, on the basis of the fact that my kindergarten teacher did not know the difference between red and pink, and when somebody asked, started into this whole rigmarole about old red and new red, and how pink isn't a word that we need to use. I have abandoned all belief in the value and utility of color theory. And I think that it's okay if people want to do that, but you know what? I'm just going to wear green and yellow and blue and those kind of colors. And I'm just not going to worry about this whole red-pink debate because, frankly, it's kind of dumb. Only, Bart Ehrman... So Bart Ehrman is effectively saying, because I was not raised to know that that there is a difference between red and pink and red is better, I no longer believe in God. And I know that's not what he's really saying, because I have lived among the Protestants and I have learned your ways. And I have been educated by you. But I don't know. I was also educated by people who they didn't leave their religion because they didn't understand the difference between red and pink. They left their religion because they were told that if you don't agree that this is a solid red bandana, you are going to hell. And those are two different conversations, and those are two different sets of religious trauma. So I'm just saying, just listen to yourselves, please, and understand how that's going to sound to Oh, I don't know, about 1 billion people, because if there's going to be a way forward, we all have to be part of this conversation.